Hi everyone. So welcome to the session. Today we will be discussing some few important questions which are very useful for your project management interviews. So now let's move on to question 4. Fourth is a very interesting one. What measures would you take would you take in case you deviate from baseline? So, in case your team is in the execution phase, and if you find a deviation from the baseline, so in that case, what we can do? How would you handle? So, in this case, see, whenever a project is initiated, planned, and executed, so after execution, see, let's say your project is initiated by writing project charter and developing a project charter and identifying the stakeholders. After initiated, the project plan will be prepared by project manager. Once the all the plan is ready, your team execute. When your team is executing the project, being a project manager, you have to be watchful and you have to track the project. Okay, project performance. So you are throughout the execution, you will be doing monitor and control. So monitor and control means you are going to check whether your team is working as per your plan, which you have planned here. And if you find that there is a deviation from baseline means what? Commitment. If I say that if my commitment is scope baseline is that I will make a commercial building of 3 floors, and cost I will invest is cost baseline is $300,000, and schedule is 3 years. So whether my team is moving with this speed or not, would they be able to achieve this or not? So in case you find that the performance is below the baseline, so what you can do is whatever they have committed per month, let's say you checked after 1 week the performance, whatever is written in the plan for the performance in the 1 week that has not met, so you can conduct a root cause analysis. Why this deviation? Why team was not able to achieve the target? After root cause analysis, what we can do is, you can say after root cause analysis, if the team suggests some changes, that okay, this is the factor, and you have to, being the project owner, you have to resolve it. And if suppose they say that no, they need some extra money, and because there is lot amount of changes and rework which they had not expected, because they are doing the project for the first time. So in that case, if they you have to do impact analysis, whatever change they are asking for. Let's say they asked you that they are going slow because their laptops are not efficient enough, so they want new laptop. So once they now want new laptop means you have to add more cost to the project budget. That means there is a deviation from baseline, cost baseline. So after doing this impact analysis, as a project manager, you will file a change request. So once the change request is filed, you will schedule a meeting with change control board, which is also known as CCB. CCB is nothing when all the stakeholders who participate in the project can come together and you can present your change. CCB has 3 options. Either they will approve this change, they will say that okay, provide the new laptops to the team, increase the cost baseline. Or they will reject it, they will say that no, do with the same, call some repairing person and get it repaired. Or they can defer, they can say that right now you can do the repairing and ask team to perform good, and otherwise next time they can see after few months. if the same thing happens. So whatever is there, whatever is the decision that is updated in change log, if it is rejected, you have to communicate to your team that it is rejected. If it is deferred, you will communicate to the team. If it has been approved, you have to replan the project on the new budget and then execute. So this is how you are going to handle the deviation from the baseline. So this is the whole procedure which is known as perform change integrated control management. So this you have to keep in mind. So let's move on to the next question, that is question 5. What is the difference between test case and test scenario? A interesting one. So this is mostly, see, test case and test scenario is mostly written in the software industry. So let's say you are making a website. Your project is to make a commercial website, where in the website you will be developing a home page, you will be developing a login page, and you will be developing a payment page. Okay. So once you develop, when you are in the process, before you develop the website, you write the test case and the scenario, how you are going to test, because once the development process is done, you have to test this website, right, whether it is working properly or not. So let's say test cases, like let's say you have login module. So you will write here login module. In the login module, let's say you have login through OTP is the first feature in the website. You can log in through password, and you can log in through your social media account. Okay. So when it is login through OTP, so you can write a test scenario first. Test scenario is a one-liner basic outline which will give you a reference how to test. So test scenario is verify login by OTP. Okay, verify login into the website by OTP. And your test case will be, you have to you will give a whole description about the how you have to test. So test scenario is very general description, and test case is basically you have to actually elaborate how you are going to write it. So test scenario you have given verify login by OTP. Now you have to give the test case, enter user ID and select login by OTP. Enter OTP, press submit button, and so result you can write in the column. In the next column you can also write the result, that yes, when whether the test case is passed or failed, right? So I hope this is useful. So in test case and test scenario, the difference is test case scenario is one liner and test case is a descriptive version of the test scenario. You are basically trying to explain how you are going to test it. So this is how it works. And thank you. That's all for today.
Thank you for watching. Switch from non-IT to IT today. Explore www.thinkcloudly.com.